Hello everyone, my name is Ruslan, and you are on the ProBusiness.ua channel. And today is another unboxing episode where we continue to unpack as many as 117 packages. Today, we will again have 12 parcels in the frame. Here they are, like this. Once again, we have a mix of different packages here, half and half. And now we will show you how we did it in previous episodes. Before we start, I would like to ask you to give a thumbs up and write a comment on this video to support it and help more people see it, if it's not too much trouble for you, of course. And we begin. As always, only the second episode, my new assistant will be helping me. And we'll start with something big. Some kind of package. By the way, the package is very light. The package is definitely from China. So, no need. And here we have the bag and a winger. Not to be confused with a swinger. So the bag, well, new. Definitely new. Definitely from China. So, well, it's shorter. These are the kind of bags you wear like this, kind of like fanny packs. Only they're larger in size, with the distinct smell of newness. Well, it's cool that, as I liked when walking, it generally fits a large enough phone, the wallet will fit. Everything you need fits in terms of quality. Typical Chinese quality. I don't know. Well, it will definitely last for 2 seasons, maybe 3. Let's see how much it costs. I think we can give it 150 Hryvnias. If in the previous episode, we gave 152 bags for sports shoes, and they cost 220 at retail, by the way. Then I think the sling bags, Galia bananas, they will cost somewhere in the same range. So 150, and we'll see. What's next? The next item. Compare this knife to an Oscar, just like that. Yes, that's how it turned out, right? And it's something we have here. Not for men, definitely girls. Someone wrote that they have nothing to buy. Please, honestly, I don't know what size this is. Most likely some S or a small. Well, in short, this thing and pajamas. Yes. And what you... Well, such a Chinese silk for pajamas. That's for sure. I don't know how many tops there will be. Let's see. I understand size, SKM. Textures, you have SKM. And you can find this in the group on Telegram. The link to it, as always, is in the description. And we move on. So, we have something like this squareness. Something big, something square, and something not heavy. Pad combo, brow hemi. A specific type of brush is illustrated, known for its ability to charge. This brush is not like the usual ones. It has a unique feature that allows it. Well, this is silicone. Yes, silicone. I see. A reservoir for the water. I conducted it internally. Here's such a thing. Oh, turn on. Need to pour water. What am I doing with water? Let's test it right away. So, I collected water from the minuses. Very small reservoir. I'm already all wet. So let's test it. Well, steam is coming. Well, cool, I have a cat. Actually, more than one. We can test it. I don't know if you can see, but there's this kind of steam coming out. and sort of combing. Well, let's try. I just tested it on the cat, but I won't do it again because then he won't let me film. He will be softening by the door, standing there. So, well, it works. That's already pleasing. Let's see how much this will cost. You saw the price, and we move on. So let's clean this up. There's water left here. So the next package is transparent. I don't know why they send them in such packages, but the point is, the question is here. How they send them like this. I, a physicist, there's a small type of seal jumping. I cut it off, and that's it, and I have it. And this is underwear. Ladies, girls, ha ha ha, thank you. Panties. I've already started with women's panties. Yes. Well, such an unpacking, such a job, that there are so many of them here, up to 100. I'll tell you like this, 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs. So, we handle them carefully somehow. Here we place these panties. We'll make a big emphasis on women's. That's what we call them. Yes, well, that's how they are. I see here a label showing XL. Made in China, of course. Yes, carefully turned them over, placed them, and carefully turned them over to pack. Ladies, if you need them, if you are an XL size, you can check it out on Telegram. Take a look. Sorry. All right, let's move on. Package, number, items for, I don't remember. Yes, it's underwear again. News, I don't know. Something new. 3 packages. This is something very small. It's news. I don't know who. Oh, so these are actually underwear. I said it as a joke. Oh, come on. Such underwear. Well, this is really small. Oh no, they are not small. They just look small. Well, such underwear. Well, if you can call these underwear, of course. Well, that's how it all looks. This looks more like a headband. You know, those runners use headbands. It looks more like that. Underwear. Unboxing, what can I say? 3 pieces. There are here. I don't know. Well, I don't really get our underwear, how much it might cost, but the fact that they exist is already cool. So, okay. Monocular. Let's write in the audience monocular. No. I don't really get it. From this side, not exactly. I know what a monocular is, but I don't get it. Aha, a trailer. Wow. Can you see me? I know you. Well, smile, I see you. Why are you sitting so sad? Smile. Yes? Well, such a thing. Do I need this? Of course, what is it? No. It says here, 2000 x 25, 8,000 meters or 8,000 meters. Such a thing. To watch the neighbors, okay, we don't need this. And here it is indicated to watch sports, watch birds, watch nature, and observe the surroundings. Well, we will even see how much it costs in order to. You saw the price, and we move on. Here, respect a kilogram. Oh, that's fine. Such a thing. Oh, the smell, Grandpa. Just like when I used to go to my grandpa's in my... I see. Used to go to my grandpa's car. In childhood. That's exactly that smell. I see. we came across, I don't know if you've already seen this unboxing. If you have, then you know that I already came across a concave razor, but this one is very heavy. Well, it's really very heavy. I don't know why it weighs so much, but I don't see, it says here, Migma. Well, maybe that's the brand. Here's such a brush, well, a razor and a cord for it. I don't check all these things, like when you write to me there, whether the garlands work, whether the razor works, this and that. I don't check them because I'm just afraid to plug them into the socket, you understand? Like, if it sparks, all my wiring will go out, and I only have one working socket left in my room as it is. That's why I'm hesitant. That's why I always set a much lower price than it might sell for on platforms like Viality or elsewhere, because I can't know how much it's actually worth, whether it works or not, and I can't provide an accurate estimate. The lid is something, I don't know. The lid is probably not from the peasants, although it doesn't hold itself under the bolts. You know, that's it, and there's nothing more here. But the condition of the one in Kharkiv that we found before was better. We'll put it in later. You know where to look for it if you need it, although I don't know why it might be needed. When Kharkiv was searching, there was a lot of it on both Olex and Viality. Maybe someone collects it, but I don't know. Let's move on. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packages. Let's open something. Small items. Flew into the TPN and where to open. Otherwise, everything, and I can already say that I think those who have seen, those understand what I'm talking about there. I am more than sure that it's either a knife or a multi-tool. But for a multi-tool, it really looks like a knife. But it's a cool knife. Oh, how easily it opens. And I didn't get it. How to close it. It kind of opened automatically. Well, it opened easily, but closing it, something's not right. How to close it. In short, look, we lift it. And when it clicks into place, here, a metal. Seems like a metal piece fits into the groove and locks it. Well, the shape is cool. It looks somewhat like a case knife. And when you want to fold it, you just slide this groove back and that's it, and it folds. There's a little spring here to attach it to a belt or somewhere on a backpack. Well, this is probably purely for tourists. But I don't know, nowhere else do I like it as much as this one, maybe. I need to make a replacement. What do you think? Write in the comments. Which one should I keep myself? This one or that one? For now, I'm using this one. Well, it's basically small, like for home use, but this one is also cool. So you've seen it and we move on. Let's open the next package. I've already come up with a name for this episode. I didn't expect this, and it will be with underwear. So I somehow here, I didn't think I was talking about underwear. Check out what I found. Wow. I apologize. This is amazing. It's an M24. And I didn't even notice there was an inscription. But I play PUBG, and I know this is an M24. Unbelievable. Wow, it's made of solid metal. And it's voluminous. It's really made of precious metal. It's not soldered, it's not glued, and it's not blunt. Cut on a sheet laser, how it's done. A cool karambit keychain, this clip to hang on keys down. Well, it's a cool gift. And as a keychain, Kima. And big, it's very big. Well, to compare with a knife, wow, it's cool. You can keep such a thing. For PUBG fans in general, team, so let's go everyone. Saw the new ones and we move on. Seriously. Guys, honestly, I don't know how this works. You want to hit me? How does it work like that? I don't understand. And such a thing, I think it's not right. And I can't open it. Listen, I like this even more. Even though it's an M416. Yes, there are engravings here, everything. Damn, nothing. M416. Yes, M416 is written on the engraving, and like the attachments that are installed on it. The same thing. They even fit. This can be some kind of set here. They even match in color and size and everything. And then like this. It's cool. I like this, what I was talking about. I don't know how it turns out like this. I don't even take them out of the bag. My wife sorts them. She takes them out of the bag and matches them by weight, by size, so that it looks concise with a bit of this, a bit of that, a bit of that. And before this, we came across a few knives. Here we got how many pairs of underwear, 2 packages, and here is the weapon. Well, in short, it's cool. I don't know how it is like this. Works, but it still works. Yes, and 2 packages are left. Let's see what's here. Not already on the table, please. Wow, a cleaver. It's just a cleaver. Indeed. Seriously. I know what I kept for myself. You can write that I stayed for that knife. Unbelievable. Check it out. Check out how it is. This is already a normal size. Here or not. It's very sharp, listen. Amazing. Even there are stoppers so that it doesn't cut through the package because it's not a simple size. Yes. Well, it's unlikely that it can be practically used in the kitchen for cutting something, but on a hike. I think it would be a cool thing to have on a hike. There's a bottle opener here, and yes, you can chop something. You know, cut off a fish head for soup, or slice meat for a barbecue or something else. Well, overall, it looks practical and compact. This, did you see? This is a like, and I almost poked my eye out. So, and the last package we have. By the way, well, you should have opened this one first, and then the knife, because it seems to me that the knife was the most loaded. It seems to me it was the coolest. I was about to say these are cables, but I don't know what this is. Mosquito net. What? Is this? I don't understand what this is. Well, and answering what this is, it's a sock organizer, as it turns out. For socks or for underwear, etc. And honestly, I never thought in my life that it could look like this. Because you saw how I took it out of the package and it was all crumpled, compressed, and wouldn't straighten out. However, yes, actually my wife came and said that it's a cool thing, a popular thing. Not expensive, as we can see, it costs 50 hryvnias, but it's functional. My only association is that it's a fish dryer and not a very good one. Well, like, you put the fish here and it gets aired out, but then there should also be a wall here to keep flies out. And it's all very flattened, crumpled, and doesn't straighten out. I don't know what this is. If you have any thoughts, write them down. I'll Google it, try to find out, but it seems to me that Google won't recognize something like this. Like, it's very complicated. That's how our unboxing ended, with an unclear item at the end. It would have been better if this was definitely at the end, but nevertheless. As always, I'll ask you what I asked at the beginning of the video. Please write in the comments, what did you like the most about the finds? And if you know what that thing at the end was, be sure to write it down. And that's all. Thank you all. See you next time.